Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this precious time, I would like to introduce the research we have done with the title Comparison YouTube Content Before and During COVID by Ningsih Tinampi. Before I get into an explanation of the background of our research, I will explain who is Ningsih Tinampi, that main character in the topic that I chose with the team. Ningsih Tinampi is a shaman, as well known alternative medicine expert on YouTube since 2018. Her popularity cannot be underestimated because it has nearly 3 million subscribers with a very large number of videos. And we find the existence of Tinampi as a new phenomenon and rarely found in the ranks of horror or other mystery YouTube content creator. Ningsih is able to take advantage of an opportunity where YouTube has a lot of potential for monetizations and content management that she creates. From the phenomenon of Ningsih Tinampi's YouTube account, she uses various ways to keep the audience attention, such as in determining clickbait titles and using production house. The fact is that myths and horror content is in a great demand by Indonesians, such as journalism, Kisah Tanah Jawa, Sarah Wijayanto, and others. The reason is that horror content broadcast on television tends to be in the middle of the night, and the audience must be willing to wait for the program to start. Likewise, during COVID-19, Ningsih Tinampi tried hard to maintain the content business and alternative medicine so that it was still enjoyed by many people. There are many differences seen in the presentation of content made by Ningsih Tinampi during this pandemic. Likewise, with the strategy she carried out in maintaining her existence from good content management. Therefore, we are trying to explain comparisons of the differences in content management carried out by Ningsih before and during the pandemic and focus on what the effects to Ningsih channel itself. As for the formulation of the research problem, based on the explanation of this phenomenon, we find questions relate to the problems we want to solve in this research topic. One of which is first, what is the practice of Ningsih Tinampi in managing content during the pandemic? As we know, competition between YouTubers in attracting market requires a good strategy and is tightly targeting, especially during this pandemic. Uh, the intensity of Indonesian internet users increase. And the second is innovations made for the purpose of developing a YouTube account. We also find that an innovation will be needed by Ningsih Tinampi in responding to the pandemic. For the smooth running of its business, whether it's in the context of alternative medicine or managing its YouTube content. And the last, how Tinampi implements participatory culture in each of its content. In participatory media culture theory, as the activeness and contributions of audience and producers as a form of engagement and creative expression found in content practice where the audience believes their contribution is very meaningful. We try to explain in this research how is the strategy used by Tinampi in managing its YouTube channel so that it can bring up an individual or a group contribution to Ningsih. And this will also be related to the uses and gratification theory, where we will examine from the side of Ningsih Tinampi consumers. We also have a research objective, in this case to find out the comparisons of, of the YouTube content management of Ningsih Tinampi before and during the pandemic. By making a comparison, we can clearly find out what efforts Ningsih Tinampi is doing in building a connection with its consumer. After that, to explain strategy that Ningsih used to gain more followers or fans through social media after pandemic. This is related to the benefits of this research. In this research, Ningsih's strategy will be explained to get a large audience, which she does in her social media, namely Instagram, YouTube, to Facebook. And the last to explain how she managed social issues and meet modern shaman through YouTube content. Meet and YouTube content is one of the markets that will not be deserved and in a great demand by Indonesians, while on YouTube the audience can watch the broadcast again. The transfer phenomena of the audience from TV is a great opportunity that is used by YouTubers, especially horror and myth content. This audience has moved to a more diverse platform, namely YouTube, because it provides a variety of content for horror, myths, mystery, and others. Especially with the current pandemic situation, most people are at home and consuming content from YouTube. Um, so benefit of this research. Furthermore, the benefits that will be obtained from this research are Ningsih Tinampi's strategy as a content creator can be applied by other YouTubers. Uh, YouTuber, we can find out what strategies are carried out by Ningsih Tinampi in maintaining his existence, YouTuber with alternative medicines content. This is useful for content creator in the sense of other YouTubers as an efforts to develop content during this pandemic. And monetization information running on Ningsih Tinampi YouTube account. Beside that, the long-term monetization practice carried out by Ningsih Tinampi in each of its content can be a lesson for all of us about how important content investment is that leads to a fairly promising income. And the last is research methods that we use in this research, including content analysis. First, we will use a qualitative approach by carefully examining what aspect Ningsih presents in her video that have attracted a lot of attention, observation, and collecting data. Um, YouTube Ningsih Tinampi content is our main source in digging up information and is supported by data from their other social media. Uh, Collecting secondary data to complement the results of observation that have been made. We will also collect secondary data to confirm and support the existence of the main data. And the last page is the references that we use while compiling this research journal. This reference is likely to increase as a further discussion of the topic is concerned. So thank you for your attentions.